Alrighty, so we're going to pick up where we left off on this dress, and if you haven't seen part 1, please click here. So now to finish up the dress, we are going to create the center yoke thingy and put everything together. So let's start off with the yoke. We're going to cut off the cuff of the sleeves from the dress shirt, and we'll also cut on the seam line to open it up. As far as measuring goes, I'm going to measure from the pit of the neck all the way to the bottom of my bust. I'm also going to add in 1/4 of an inch to my measurement. Now fold the sleeve in half and you will cut out a curve. It's better to cut a small curve and then make it bigger if it doesn't fit the neck when you try it on. Also, you will mark the height of this thing. Then I pin a triangular shape starting from the shoulder to the mark. By the way, I do not pin to the mannequin, I just pin to the fabric. I go ahead and mark the shoulder line to the first pin with chalk. I take it off the body and then I start drawing in a line connecting all the pins. Then I cut along the line and the shoulder line. Remember to not cut on the line but a little outside of it for seam allowance. I trace this piece onto the other sleeve to get the same shape. Face them right sides together and sew down the sides. Flip it inside out and sew on the sides again. This flattens it out so when you wash it, it doesn't puff up. Fold in the neckline and sew right on top of the fold to keep it down. I then cut out a piece of elastic that starts from the top of my shoulder down to where my bodice piece sits. So then I sew it onto each side of this fallopian tube thing that I have created. And then I open it up and folding the seam downwards, I sew across the fold to keep it from flopping forward again. So with the leftover front of the shirt, I trim it so that the top is a straight line. I take the back piece and I match the front piece to it, making sure that the hem lines up. Wherever it stops at the top, I cut the back piece along that line. Place the front piece onto the back piece with right sides together and sew the sides up. Now here's the kicker, the front piece will actually be the back of the dress. We need the opening seam for a zipper, and why cut open a new piece? With the widest stitch possible, I sew across the whole skirt and I use a number 4 stitch for this. Now gently pull and gather the skirt so that it fits the bodice. Placing the bodice and skirt right sides together, take the center piece and with the right side facing down, place it right in the middle where the sweetheart neckline is and pin into place. Now pin the rest of the bodice to the skirt, making sure that the side seam of the bodice matches up to the side seam of the skirt. Sew the skirt and bodice together, making sure you catch the center yoke piece. Now fold in 1/2 inch on both sides of the center back and press it down. On the back of my zipper, I'm going to apply double-sided basting tape on both sides of the zipper bed. Peel off the paper backing from the tape to expose the other sticky side. With the dress inside out, place the fold along the zipper teeth, pressing down so that the tape would adhere to it. When you flip the dress back to the right side, the zipper bed would be on the outside. I think it's a cute detail, but if you want to sew in the zipper the regular way, you can do that too. Now at the top, you can go ahead and fold it inwards and sew a nice hem all the way across the bodice. Then I bring the straps over to the back and pin into place and sew so it stays put. So there you guys go, you can turn this men's dress shirt into this dress. And remember, I have a lot of notes down below, so any questions you might have could already been answered. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram for DIY sneak peeks, and also rock on, fashionistas. Bye!